You've probably used ChatGPT by now, maybe to draft an email, rewrite a document, make sense of a form. And it's impressive in the chat window. Then you close the tab and go back to actually running the place. If you run a business, you've hit that wall. The line between this thing is clever and this changes how my business runs never quite get crossed. This video is about crossing it. And it starts with the word you've probably been hearing everywhere, the AI agent, and what it actually means for a business like yours. That ChatGPT in a window, that's AI in its earlier form, a chatbot. You ask, it answers. It can draft, it can explain, but it waits for you one prompt at a time. And it doesn't do anything past the chat box. What's changed, and this is the whole story, is the shift from the chatbot to the agent. An agent works on your behalf. You don't give it a prompt, you give it a go. And it works across your files, your software, your accounts, and brings you back finished work. Not a smarter chat box, a coworker that does the work. An independent lab called Meteor tracks how long a job an AI agent can finish on its own. As of early this year, that length is doubling roughly every 4 months. Whatever an agent can't quite do for your business today, that gap is closing fast. So what does that mean concretely? Today, not next year. An agent can produce your marketing end-to-end, the local ad, the website copy, the replies to reviews, from your own facts and your voice. It can answer the phone and the inbox around the clock, take the message, book the appointment, send the reminders that cut no-shows, chase the quote you'd never get back to. It can keep the invoices going out, categorize the spending, and turn a messy month into a plain language picture of your cash. It can build the permit checklist, the renew calendar, the plain English read of what an agency actually wants. Draft the job post, the onboarding checklist, the training one-pager, flag the supplier price hike you didn't catch, and show you which products actually make money. Even serve your customers in their own language. And this isn't early adopter territory anymore. The Federal Reserve's latest small business survey found 46% of small employer firms already use AI. The number one use, writing and marketing. This is the common path now, not a leap. Now, honesty. An agent being able to do something is not the same as doing it well enough to run your business on. Gartner expects more than 40% of agentic AI projects to be canceled by the end of 2027. Unclear value, runaway cost, weak controls, and of the thousands of vendors selling AI agents, they figure only 130 or so are the real thing. There's a name for the rest, agent washing. So the actual skill is telling the difference. What's fine as a quick internal experiment? What's solid enough to run your operations? And what's ready to face a paying customer? Those are 3 different bars. And there's one rule at the heart of using it safely. The AI does the work, sometimes hours of it, end to end, but you stay the game. Nothing consequential gets sent, posted, paid, or filed until a responsible person signs off. That's not a limitation. That's the discipline. And it's exactly what the data says to watch. Among small firms already using AI, the single biggest challenge they report is accuracy. Knowing what to hand off and what to check before it ships, that's the whole skill. So how do you actually begin? Not with 10 tools and a big rollout, with one job. Here's the playbook. 1. Decide to act. The number one reason small firms give for not adopting AI is believing it's not relevant to a business like theirs. It almost certainly is. 2. Find the one job, the task you'd most love to never do again, repetitive, eats hours, takes little judgment, One product executive keeps what she calls an empty to-do list. Every annoying task goes on it with the question, how do I never do this again? 3. Put a capable agent on it, connect it to your own information, your own data, your files, your inbox. That connection is what makes it your coworker instead of a generic chatbot. 4. Keep yourself the gate. Run it inside your own walls first, with you checking the output before it ever touches a customer. 5. Measure it and improve it as you go. When the output isn't what you wanted, and early on it often isn't, don't just toss it. Figure out why. More often than not, the cause is what you gave it. The information was thin, outdated, or wrong. And no agent produces accurate work from inaccurate inputs. What we call context is key. So diagnosis, fix the cause, run it again. It's not uncommon for that to take a few rounds. And alongside the iteration, keep score in real hours and real dollars. The time it saves you and the money it brings in. If the numbers show it paying its way, keep going. If after honest iteration they don't, swap it, a different agent, or a different job. 6. Earn trust, then hand it the next job. One at a time, never 10 at once. Now, everything I just said gets sharper the moment it's about your industry. The accountant's overflow work, the contractor's buried spec answer, the restaurant phone at the dinner rush. I wrote a full guide that walks through 10 industries, one by one, the real problem, what an agent does about it now, and the one thing to get right. It's linked below, along with a free 3-page version you can keep or share. Here's the bottom line. AI has crossed the line. The chatbot you ask has become an agent that does the work. You don't need a technical background. If you can describe a task to a new hire, you can hand it to an agent. And like a new hire, it won't be perfect on day one. Work comes back rough. You check it, you correct it, and it earns more of the job over time. That's what staying the gate looks like. And that's how it ends up amplifying you instead of replacing you. Same business, more hours back, more rooms for the work only you can do. Start with one job, the guide's below, and if you want help finding that first job for your business, that's exactly what we do at Agenteer.